Strider's such a nice game. I don't know what made them decide to make Strider a Metroidvania, but I'm not mad at the decision. I think one of the coolest things about this Strider game is that you can get outfit stuff. Uh, Outfits that represent the fallen Striders. And they have stories. They have like backstories and stuff to actually like talk about how they are, how they functioned as Striders, and also um, like how they did in their attempt to take down Grandmaster Maya. And like some of that stuff's actually really really cool. Um, and it kind of makes me wish that some of these other Striders were playable, or at least that you could get their weapons.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Make it a multiplayer game. There you
Yeah, yeah. Like there were some Striders that actually worked together trying to get to Grandmaster Maya to take him out, and like they were mad dangerous as a team. So it actually took like Tompu and her sisters to actually take them out. Because like whenever you get one, get one of the colors for one of the Fallen Striders, it tells you who actually took them out, like how they died.
go. It's interesting.
Yep. And there, like I said, there are a couple that actually had to be taken out by the Pooh sisters. You know, the Winds, as they're called here. Um, Strider Hien actually was apparently really nuts. He was crazy because he actually made it to Grandmaster Mayo. And it took Grandmaster Mayo like killing him to take him out. He actually succeeded in getting there when no one else did. So I'm just kind of like, why? Why? Give us something, more material about these Striders. I'm curious now.
Yo, in before Muso Strider game.
Yeah, really. That would be amazing. In the original timeline, I believe he in with Rogue and he allied with the Grandmaster. Yep, that is Strider 2. You're correct. Yep. He did not commit betrayal in this timeline. He was actually sick of the game, TM. And again, he made it to Grandmaster Mayo. Grandmaster Mayo had to be the one to do him in. That means the Winds didn't do it. No one else along the way could take him down. But then that begs the question, you know, were they revived? Were all the enemies revived? Or did he not finish them off? Because if they were revived, like that's one thing. We know that it's possible because that happens with the Winds. But then it's just kind of like, well, dang. If he didn't finish the job, why not? Maybe he thought he did.
Maybe. I guess that just kind of that definitely begs an actual like in-depth story situation.
Right. Oof. Not the wall splat. There we go. This game certainly needs a follow-up of some sort. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they give us all this lore. And then it's just like, oh, well, what now? They give us all this lore, and the game is just cool in general, so.
I have been in communication with the Grandmaster. He wishes to engage your services.
You should have come to communicate first. Prices have gone up.
Can't freaking solo.
Demand, and you will have your price.
Sell the copper.
Done. Your target is in the military ring.
I remember there was one Strider I was reading about where he had augments in his arms and legs,
Mm-hmm.
and made it so that he like had superhuman strength and speed and agility and stuff. And I was like this all this stuff was mechanical, and everything was electronic, mechanical, and all that. And one of Mayo's devices that he's using for his plans for terraforming the planet more or less is this thing called the gravitron. And apparently this particular Strider got too close to the gravitron, and it like shorted out all of his tech. And because all of it was tied to like his movement, his extremities, it just locked him up. So he literally couldn't even move. He didn't even get to like actively take on anyone. Yeah, boss time. Now we deal with Solo. We try to deal with Solo.
Strider, you have been marked a danger to the state. Surrender, or face the consequences. I expected more from you. Be gone, pest.
Oh, I'm supposed to slide, not just crouch. Fair enough.
You will determine sure.
Yeah, come on.
Not so fast.
We're crouching. We're crouching. There we go. Oh. Oh my. I'm probably gonna die at this point. Uh. Ooh. Yep. I should have just watched for the energy points in the ground and just been ready to dodge.
Gotta love those.
Hey,
You will be terminated. Sure.
time that right. Nice. Whoop. We're crouching. Back to the center. Yep. And then we're doing this again. Let's watch for these. Whoop. Hold up. Stashing. Alright, cool. Oh, hang in the center. We're crouching. And Solo's out of the way. Reflect Cipher. There's another interesting bit about the lore of this game. That scarf that Strider has, it's not actually a scarf. It's excess plasma. Yeah, like he actually has more like plasma in his body, like more like pure energy in his body than his body can actually like do anything with, right? So like it comes out of him in the form of a scarf.
Imagine having that much power.
Right? Unskippable 3-hour long cutscene. Yeah, thankfully we didn't get hit with one of those.
You are very lost, stranger. You, yes, you are a strider. I've spoken before. I've seen him here.
What do you know of Striders, prisoner?
So, you are a strider. Prayers of an answer. My message received.
What message?
You will never enter the tower, though. Not unless you destroy the links. Yes, the links.
What links? Speak clearly.
Technology is the link. I made it.
Strider's 100% done with nonsense.
You need a black marketer.
Where is this black marketer?
He dwells in the underground. He leads the rebellion, protects the citizens. Technology, unlock
Man is out of his mind. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Fox die. Wait, wrong name. Yeah, you were in the wrong everything. You're in the wrong era, the wrong console. What other Strider, like, lore do I remember from this, from what I was reading? Oh, there was one Strider who, he, like, there was one Strider who was pretty much just a murderer. Like, he earned his rank, right? He did, like, legitimately earn his rank, but then he started using the concept of being a Strider just to justify the, his urge to kill people. It's like the other Striders are sick at the game. That particular Strider was sick in the head.
Guess they were just all sick in some way.
Yeah. Don't get it twisted. All the Striders are so sick they need bed rest. But, as we know, there are different kinds of sickness.
Huge.
The bloodlust got to him? Yeah. Exactly. The character Tompu, one of the wins, her original design is what actually inspired Chun-Li. Like, they flat out have talked about the fact that if, like, Tompu wasn't a thing, they would not have designed Chun-Li. And I'm like, you know what? I can see it. I could definitely see it. Chun-Li's original design just had her wearing a t-shirt and jeans. Yeah, that's about right. Yep, and without Tongpu, we would not have Chun-Li. Someone on the design team was like, you know what? That's a pretty nice design, actually. Think we should do something with that over here. How do we feel about the fact that Mario Strikers Battle League isn't going to have Daisy?
I don't think anybody's happy about that. There's so many memes about it right now. like how dare you?
Yeah. My friend put it best. Yeah. He came up with the hashtag, no Daisy, that's crazy. And yeah, I mean, he's right. Yeah, boo. Right, exactly. Like, she's a legacy character. She's been like all the sports games and other stuff in between. Like, you had her in the very first Mario Strikers, and then suddenly you're like, yeah, you know what? We'll have a game without Daisy. She'll be alright. And it's like, what? one of the winds commanding the troops. It's an interesting thing with the winds as well because, like, while they weren't necessarily, you know, good, good guys, so to speak, good guys, TM, they did not start out serving Mayo. They worked together and were pretty much like hired hands, so to speak. They were actually paid, tasked to take out like some of Mayo's tech, and you know they did like fail in the overall goal, but they did such a like good job that Mayo was like impressed basically. I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to hire you because there are ninja coming after me, striders coming after me, and your skills could actually prove useful. And he was on the money with that because, again, the winds took out two of them fighting at the same time. Nice.
It's amazing you made it this far, Strider. We await your arrival. The Chaos troops may be inept, but you won't survive the winds.
Huh? You won't survive the winds, she says.
You may have won last time, but now that all three of us are together, we are prepared. You don't stand a chance.
Tongpu. Here she is. Oh, one of them tagged in. She's out here doing Andy Bogard's Kuhadan. And we got all three. One down. I could definitely see how, like, the three of them fighting together would be capable of taking down one Strider, let alone two.
Revel in your false victory, for we shall rise again.
Aria strikes down now.
Yeah, we got the option.
Never stop our Lord. He is everything, rules everything. If you
No, it is you who will always be his servant.
Am I out of a flashy fight? Yeah, it was. Let me head up. I believe there was another option interface over here. Yes. Ah, it's a Fallen Strider costume. Nice. What we got? Strider Roga. He was an A rank Strider. Primary weapon side dagger. An expert at penetrating sword arts. Only Striders of A rank or greater are allowed in animal name. Yeah, whenever you find a Fallen Strider outfit, color scheme, you can change to it like that. Oh snap, young Zaku the game, aka Strider. Zaku's like the precursor to Striders. That's still crazy that they added that into like the Street Fighter lore like that. Like, it's pretty cool, honestly, and I don't see why not, right? But it's just like, dang. There we go. Capcom was just, in case you forgot, Strider was a Capcom property. You're right. Yeah, we own this too. You know, just in case you forgot. Let's do that. Okay. Oof, oof. That's not good. I'm gonna die. Oh my goodness. The curve on these missiles. What is this?
You know that already. We've made this worse.
Strider Journey from Darkness sounds like a Game Boy Color horror game.
And this would also be it does when you think about it. Not with cards that are not out yet.
Yeah, Slim's definitely onto something with that. I'll have to look that up myself. Like I said, I've never heard of it.
Argue that this was a deck and everything that after that of cards that I can. No, I mean cards that are.
It was on the Mega Drive / Genesis, in addition to a whole host of microcomputers like the Amiga and Atari ST.
That was does combine wisdom to make what is like.
So, you are the one causing the disturbance?
And to make things very
Enemy of the enemy is my friend. How can I help you,
character, and
friend?
that's the one that defines
The
it.
range prisoner told me you know of technology. A key.
The temple key. Yes?
A key to the tower.
To enter that, you'll need a key to a key. You'll need to access the gravitron.
Time is short. Where can I find these keys?
Not in this
Well, no,
case.
it's like
Not even for you,
it's the
Strider.
Brave series.
You eliminate the beast that brings us terror, and the key is yours.
Most of the series robots are.
I shall destroy you.
I love how like confident Strider is in general.
Because he knows he can blow hands with the best of them.
Yeah. It's like he's very direct. He's just like, yeah, I'm here to do my job. But like he's super direct about everything. He has no time for nonsense at all. Oh. Where are you coming from now? Straight from the front? Yep. Oof. Oh my, all the wall splats. Could we not? Okay, cool. There we go.
You are indeed a true warrior, and I, a man of my word. Here is your key.
Here is your key, gives Kuhn eyes.
The gravity is the key to his tower. It's located deep within the temple.
Tell me of this gravity.
The first prototype has been buried deep in this underground cavern. It will be difficult to disable, but I can tell you the secrets.
I do not intend to disable it. I intend to destroy it.
I do not intend to disable it. I intend to destroy it. That Strider out here being super blunt. He's like, look, nah. It has to do with Grandmaster Mayo? Yeah, it's gotta go. New enemy intel. Oh, I saw a Strider outfit up there. That's... I can't get back up there. At least not yet. I knew I saw a Strider outfit. Which one is it? Strider here. A-rank Strider, primary weapon, sickle, an expert assassin skilled in stealth and traps. He prided himself in the creative elimination of targets. The creative elimination. I feel like he would like go about the business of like setting like Tecmo's deception style traps for enemies and stuff for people that he wants to take out. I'm like, it's either that or we're talking like Tom and Jerry levels of like household hazard nonsense. I'm still mixed with the fact that like one of the Striders was like, yeah, I'm gonna have like augmented tech in my arms and legs, and like it would have worked out if it wasn't for the fact that Grandmaster Mayo was using a gravity related device and it just neutralized all his tech. He literally just got stopped. Dead cold. I would imagine this room is probably as far as he made it, because this is where the Gravitron is. Yeah, like if he's got tech that was like, oh, it's all electronic in nature, that would definitely screw him up. He would be over. And I'm not talking about in a wrestling sense. Yeah, here we go with this. Nice. And then we get the plasma catapult. Probably the coolest ability in this game to me. Plasma catapult is really sick stuff.